Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your trusted source for deep dives into South African politics, power shifts, and the untold stories shaping our democracy. Today, we turn our attention to KwaZulu-Natal, where the political ground is shifting beneath the feet of giants. The Umkhonto we Sizwe Party, or MKP, led by none other than former President Jacob Zuma, is no longer just a fringe movement, it is rapidly becoming a dominant force, especially in eThekwini, South Africa's largest metro in KZN. In a series of stunning by-election victories, the MKP has shaken the very foundations of ANC dominance in the province. The latest results show a seismic voter shift, one that analysts say could spell an existential crisis for the African National Congress ahead of the 2026 local government elections. The MKP's rise hasn't been slow or subtle. It's been swift, aggressive, and calculated. In Ward 110 in eThekwini, a ward traditionally controlled by the Democratic Alliance, the MKP pulled off a shocking win. And in Mandeni's Ward 18, once a stronghold of the ANC, the MKP captured nearly 42% of the vote, reducing the ANC's previous 66% majority to a meager 27%. This isn't just a bad week for the ANC, it's a warning siren for a party in freefall. These victories come on the back of earlier successes in KwaDukuza, Richmond, and other strategic parts of KwaZulu-Natal, giving the MKP 6 council seats in the province, plus 1 in the northwest. This is no longer an isolated surge, it's a regional movement with national implications. So what's behind this political earthquake? Analysts point to a perfect storm of public dissatisfaction. Years of corruption allegations, collapsed service delivery systems, poor infrastructure maintenance, and a leadership crisis within the ANC have left voters disillusioned and hungry for change. Into that void steps Jacob Zuma, a man who, despite his own controversies, continues to command deep loyalty in KZN. Zuma's appeal lies not just in his political experience but in the narrative surrounding him. He's widely viewed in the region as a political martyr, someone targeted by the Ramaphosa administration and vilified by elite institutions, including the judiciary and mainstream media. His defiance of the establishment resonates with those who feel excluded by the so-called New Dawn of the ANC. Sayabonga Ntombela, a political analyst at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, puts it plainly, Zuma is seen as a victim and a champion of black economic empowerment. That message hits home in KZN. And it's not just the messaging. The ANC is bleeding internally. There are increasing reports of defections, sabotage from within, and even ANC councillors who are allegedly covertly supporting the MKP behind the scenes. The ANC's Secretary-General Fico Mbalula recently admitted a shocking reality: the party now holds only 17% support in KwaZulu-Natal. That's a massive collapse from its historic dominance. The party has set up a provincial task team in a desperate attempt to reverse its decline, but critics say these measures are too little, too late. Even more concerning for the ANC is that its base isn't just shifting to the MKP, it's fragmenting. The Inkatha Freedom Party, or IFP, has also been making gains in the same by-elections. This fragmentation of the vote suggests that the once united ANC support base is now up for grabs, with multiple contenders offering radically different visions for the future. But not everything is smooth sailing for the MKP. The party's meteoric rise has triggered complaints and scrutiny. The Electoral Commission is currently investigating a number of allegations involving the MKP's campaigns. In Mandeni, for example, a presiding officer was accused of tampering with the voter management device, an incident that raised serious concerns about the integrity of the electoral process. Both the ANC and DA have lodged formal complaints. The MKP, for its part, has dismissed the allegations as political sabotage, crocodile tears, as they put it. Still, the tensions are high, and with more by-elections and ultimately the 2026 local government elections on the horizon, the IEC will be under pressure to ensure transparency and fairness. The MKP, meanwhile, is looking far beyond mere council seats. Provincial convener Willies Mchunu has boldly declared that the party is aiming for a two-thirds majority in order to push for constitutional reforms. According to Mchunu, the goal is economic liberation, a phrase that can mean many things, but in this context, it likely refers to sweeping economic changes, possibly including land redistribution, nationalization of industries, and rewriting South Africa's economic policy framework. But while the MKP's rhetoric is revolutionary, some analysts are skeptical about the party's long-term viability. One of the big questions hanging over the MKP is whether it can survive without Jacob Zuma. Analyst Zwakil Ndlovu summed it up bluntly: the MKP is Zuma. Without him, it risks collapse. This is not a party built on institutional strength or broad ideological platforms, it's a political vehicle anchored in the personality and legacy of a single man. And that's the paradox at the heart of the MKP's rise. Its greatest asset, Jacob Zuma, is also its greatest vulnerability. Zuma is 83 years old and remains entangled in multiple legal battles, including corruption charges related to the arms deal and possible future action from the Zondo Commission findings. If he's unable to lead, due to legal issues or age, the MKP may struggle to maintain momentum. Yet for now, Zuma remains a formidable force, and his return to the political arena has energized a base that feels neglected by the mainstream. Whether one sees him as a savior or a threat, there's no denying that his influence has reshaped the political landscape in KwaZulu-Natal, and perhaps soon, the rest of the country. In response, the ANC is pulling out all the stops. High-profile figures like Police Minister Senzo Mchunu have been deployed to campaign in key areas. But with trust eroded and community anger boiling over in protests and service delivery failures, the road to recovery will be long and uncertain. The 2026 local government elections could prove to be one of the most consequential in South Africa's democratic history. The ANC's dominance in KZN, once taken for granted, is no longer guaranteed. The MKP is not just disrupting the political order, it's rewriting it. And as voters weigh their options, the stakes couldn't be higher. Will the ANC manage to regroup and reclaim its lost strongholds? Will the MKP continue to ride the Zuma wave to electoral success? Or will the fragmentation of the vote lead to an entirely new political alignment in KwaZulu-Natal? Only time will tell. But what's clear is this: South Africa's political future is being written in real time, and KwaZulu-Natal is ground zero. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. Is the MKP the future of South African politics, or just a passing storm? Thanks for watching, and as always, stay informed, stay engaged, and see you next time.